Let's begin on Capitol Hill, where the Senate has advanced the trillion-dollar infrastructure bill to the next step. Senators voted 67 to 27 on a measure to limit debate. The legislation needed just 60 votes to move forward. A final vote on the bill is expected to happen sometime next week. CBS News has also learned Vice President Kamala Harris was on Capitol Hill on Saturday to meet with lawmakers. The bipartisan bill includes $550 billion in new spending for physical infrastructure. That means money for roads, bridges, railways, broadband internet, drinking water, and more. And for more on this vote, let's bring in CBS News Congressional reporter Jack Turman. And Jack, what happens now that this bill has passed this big hurdle?
So there's a few things that could happen now. Absent of an agreement to vote on final amendments, you need 100 senators to consent to this agreement. That would expedite the process dramatically to potentially vote on final passage tonight. But timing is still unclear on that front, and senators are still negotiating on potential amendment votes. But Republican Senator John Cornyn kind of outlined this process for us a little while ago. He said there'll be 30 hours before the next vote if there's not an agreement. They'll vote again, it'll be a cloture vote, and then there'll be another 30 hours before final passage. So we're talking potentially 60 hours, before final passage, and that is absent an agreement that all 100 senators consent to. So timing is still up in the air. Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito from West Virginia said a little while ago as well, we're kind of in a holding pattern here to see if senators can come to an agreement on amendment votes. Republican Senator John Thune, the number 2 Republican in the Senate, also said that he does not think talks are going well in regards to an amendment agreement for votes. So we're totally in a holding pattern here.
So 60 hours there. What sort of things could come up in that time period? Little further roadblocks before a final vote?
Yeah, so on the amendment front, there's a lot of amendments that are being considered, but all 100 senators need to agree to. One's with John Cornyn and Senator Padilla from California. Another issue that's kind of been brought up is over cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency regulation is kind of one of the pay-fors of the broader bipartisan infrastructure bill, and that would include, more tax compliance and stricter tax enforcement for cryptocurrency transactions. But the issue over competing amendments on that front is over how do you define a cryptocurrency broker? Does that include software developers or miners, and cryptocurrency miners, I should say? And there's competing amendments on that front on exactly how do you define that a cryptocurrency broker. So that's kind of the disagreements and where we're currently at right now in regards to some of the amendments being debated and negotiating over.
And Jack, remind us how crucial this infrastructure bill is to President Biden's agenda.
Yeah, this is definitely this is a portion of President Biden's larger domestic economic agenda. The bipartisan infrastructure bill is $550 billion in new federal spending, and it solely focuses on physical infrastructure projects. So roads, bridges, waterways, ports, highways, public transit, and it also includes water infrastructure and broadband infrastructure. And a majority of this package is paid for by repurposing COVID-19 relief funds that are unused, that was already allocated in previous COVID-19 relief packages, and also from using funds from the enhanced federal unemployment insurance benefits that states had canceled already. So this is a major portion of President Biden's agenda. It's very promising that the bill continues to advance in the Senate. But Senate Democrats believe that this is not sufficient enough, and President Biden doesn't think this is sufficient enough, so they're moving on a parallel track with a 3.5 budget resolution after a bipartisan infrastructure bill that will include more human infrastructure aspects. So expanding childcare is a priority, expanding Medicare is a priority, really using funds to allocate for combating climate change is another priority, and also potentially providing a pathway for citizenship for dreamers in that larger budget resolution package.
And Jack, that human infrastructure part that you talk about is even less popular with Republicans than the physical infrastructure that they plan to vote on. There's some talk that Republicans are actually holding up this first vote to delay discussion about physical infrastructure. What is that process? What are you hearing about that, and how could the vote on human infrastructure be different?
Yeah, definitely. So no Republicans are expected to vote in support of the budget resolution. Senate Democrats are using a budget resolution to kickstart a process known as budget reconciliation. And Democrats would like to pass that before August recess and then finish the budget reconciliation process in the fall. And that's expected to be $3.5 trillion. And through this process, it follows strict budgetary rules, but it only takes a simple majority to pass this measure. So all 50 Democrats need to stay united on this front. And no Republicans are expected to support it. In regards to Republicans potentially stalling, to prolong a vote on this front, Senator John Cornyn, a Republican from Texas, basically said we already know that this is coming next. So he actually voted to advance the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Senator Minority Leader Mitch McConnell also voted to advance the bipartisan infrastructure bill as well. So they are very aware that the budget resolution is the next step. It's more so of getting more amendments for members on the bipartisan infrastructure bill.
Jack Turman watching it all at the Capitol. Jack, thanks.
Thank you.